What's up, guys? It's Ragnarok here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, is it gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back, and happy Saturday. So I apologize for the quality of my voice. I still am a little bit sick. I have a little bit of a cold left. I'm hoping by the end of the weekend it will be good to go, and we can resume with normal voice Ryan over in the next week. But Today we're taking a look at Old HROLDAN ruins. Now I'm gonna wait to do the reveal of what this place actually looks like because it's a freaking amazing looking place, but it's not the amazing that normally you would think of with the word amazing. It's not this grand castle, it's not this super luxurious villa. It's actually a pile of ruins that looks as if it was already within Skyrim itself. Now this is where you're going to be living if you choose to accept it. Now the one thing that I love about this place already from the beginning is the fact that, like I said, it looks exactly like it should have been in Skyrim, regardless of the mod being here or not. Now, the home itself within Old HROLDAN ruins is actually not that big, but it's not the home that you're only downloading this for. In fact, I would almost say don't even use the house in this mod because it's the landmark and it's the architecture that adds into Skyrim, and I'm going to show you why. Just because the home itself is modest and it has everything that you need, but it's certainly not something that, you know, someone who wants something big or even small is going to be very happy with. So let's go ahead and turn that down to that, and turn up that, and then we'll come up here. So we're going to check out the home first because I want to make sure you guys see that. But if you guys remember, Old HROLDAN was normally just the inn right here at the Old HROLDAN Inn. And in fact, the mod author included a little bit of backstory, which I'll go ahead and put up right here. It says, for a very long time, one of the biggest bothersome things that the mod author noticed about the game was that although the NPCs residing in the Old HROLDAN Inn talk of a famous battle that took place around that place, and that some history texts say that Tiber Septim led an army to retake Old HROLDAN, then considered a vital target to regain the Reach, but he had a Thume as his weapon, tearing down walls, blasting away enemies off their feet, and thus won the battle, and would later make the only standing structure, the inn, as his temporary headquarters as residence for one night. Although when you look around before the mod is installed, there wasn't a sign that Old HROLDAN used to be a small town, or any remnants of the battle that catapulted Tiber Septim into the history books, as the only landmarks was an ancient tower left over of the Dwemer, converted into a Debelic shrine, and the inn itself. Now, I've actually seen a mod and used a mod known as the Old HROLDAN Overhaul, which adds the original town, or, you know, adds a small town within there, as well as a very nice player home. But that mod will obviously conflict with this mod because, well, they're in the same area. But this is now the ruins of the once, you know, great HROLDAN, but it's really cool just to see what exactly the mod author has added into here. Now the home is right here. It's a modest little shack right here, and it's actually enough room for 3 people, so yourself and 2 followers would be able to live in here quite comfortably. Now outside there's a little scribbled note right there, and if you saw the super amount of damage that woodcutter's axe just did, it's because I'm in God mode, so don't worry about that. But lots of storage out here for all sorts of stuff, and it's kind of nice having the storage outside, especially if you're a hunter, especially in these parts over here in the Reach. But let's head in and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about with the home being fairly small. Now the first floor right here, this is where everyone's going to sleep. In fact, let's see, can I go ahead and turn it up a little bit as far as daytime? Okay, that did like 0 to nothing, but that is okay. But over here, we have a nice little dinner table right here, and there's a book called Notes on the Undercroft. Now, the Undercroft is actually a part of this mod that is kind of like a dungeon that you can get for yourself. It says, the Undercroft, which includes 4 sworn specters and requires a minimum level of 20 to survive it. The Undercroft is enabled for Radiant quests, which means you will get a job from Ragnarok clearing the dungeon or a hostage rescue mission if assigned to the companions, which is cool. So that's kind of neat. But up here is kind of just your sleeping area, your eating area, and everything like that. But there's a trap door, and the trap door leads down into the basement of the abandoned house, which comes out to see every single thing that you could possibly need as far as utility goes. We'll go ahead and turn the brightness up just like that so we can see. But we have the workbench, we have the smelter with a few loose ingots. We have a lot of cupboards right here and end tables to make sure you can store all of your leathers and your ores and your ingots. We have our tanning rack, we have our anvil, as well as some storage for maybe some, some smithing stuff, grindstone, practice dummies, as well as some armor racks, or weapon racks rather. And then we have an archery practice target, a little fountain just in case you need to refill your water if you're using I need food and water and sleep. And then back here behind this cage, we have a lovely little area where we have some spots to put some books, as well as our enchanting table and our alchemy lab. Now what's nice about this is even though it is a very small and quaint home, the mod author has done a great job of making sure that everything you need to survive within Skyrim is here. You don't have to go looking for it, you don't have to go to the town over, it's all right here, which is very convenient honestly. But let's go ahead and, plus there's a godlight coming out of the trapdoor, interesting. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the town, so-called town, and show you just how cool the architecture is and how great it fits into the world of Skyrim. So if I'm being honest, this honestly looks like a scene from Game of Thrones, and I don't know why, but I want to say it's just because of the broken ruins and the broken, castle walls and all that stuff and the ramparts and everything like that. But the one thing, in fact, there's a lot of things about this that I love, but there's a few things mostly that I love, and that's these little towers right here. These towers, the glowing towers, look so damn cool, and you see them all throughout Skyrim in certain parts, but they're like almost little lighthouses that you would see on the coast. Now there's a couple buildings that are included with this mod, which is one, the Undercroft, and two, Old HROLDAN Tower. Now you can go inside of the tower if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, where is the actual doorway? The actual doorway is through here, and it looks like there's a trap door right here, and we can go into the Old HROLDAN Tower. Now how you get the key, that is a very good question. I'm not actually very sure where you would find that key, although it's probably somewhere within the actual settlement. But this being a home mod showcase, yeah, I think we did that, but it's actually probably inside of there. I wonder, can I use this spell right here to unlock this, even though it's not a door? Oh, I can, perfect. That's a silver ruby ring. That was not worth it. That was not worth it one bit. But not sure exactly how you would find the key in there. It could be lying around somewhere within here. That is a blocky hawk. I don't know what's going on with that thing, but that is okay. But like I said, the home, this mod is more so for the people that want to add stuff to Skyrim, but not necessarily use it very much. I know that sounds kind of weird, but hear me out. This area is, it was just the inn. The building right here was just the inn. That was HROLDAN. But now instead of it just being HROLDAN, you actually have an area over here where you can explore. There's an area to do, some quests, and it just adds a new fortress into Skyrim. And like I said, it sits well, completely well into the walls and the mountainside of the Reach. Now, hear me out on this. Another castle that's kind of like this but has a little bit more functionality is Castle Gan Doin, that is above Riverwood. Castle Gan Doin is a very open structure as well, and doesn't really have a whole lot going for it as far as a player home, but it's a great castle. But what's nice is this combines the player home and the castle look, and I gotta say, it being in fog right now makes it look even freaking cooler. Now, like I said, the home itself is very modest, it's very small, not the greatest looking home, but I think as far as adding in a structure and more architecture into Skyrim, I think this does the mod, and it does the world of Skyrim, a lot of favors, because it adds just a very cool place to explore, and I think you guys should definitely take a look at that on your own time. But here's the Undercroft over here for those of you wanting to know how to get in there, and there's a note out here that tells you that entry is prohibited, so you should probably wait to go in there until you're level 20. But with that being said, you guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end off today's mod showcase today, but let me know what you guys think of this down there in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Will you add it into your game? Do please let me know. And guys, I will see you in the next video.